Hey, you recognize those guys? In the late 1960s, a little-known band was struggling to break through the British music scene. They've since established themselves as one of the hottest and most successful rock bands of all time, and their new CD, a collection of greatest hits. Please welcome Ian Anderson, Martin Barr, and Andrew Giddings, otherwise known as Jethro Tull. So great to have you here.
This is the best seats I've ever had for your concert.
This is the great, isn't this a great job?
It's amazing. The last time I saw you, I was up in a balcony in Toronto, Canada, watching...
Hallucinating. No, in Toronto, Canada, no, you wouldn't.
No, we were very polite, never.
Can you tell when the fans are hallucinating? Are those the ones that generally run up on the stage?
They're the ones who usually 30 years later say, I remember when you appeared as a giant white rabbit on stage. And you know, they were right.
Well, this is a great idea, your greatest hit CDs. Pieces from every album. What made you decide to put together a compilation? Because I think the greatest hit CDs are always the best, because it's always the greatest
They're always
song.
the greatest hits.
Yes.
Or in our case, in our case, they were the songs that deserved to be the greatest hits, but actually were just another album track. But basically, we've had a lot of best-of albums, compilations galore over the years, and with so many confusing titles. So this was all done.
What is Jethro Tull? Speaking of titles, what is that? Where'd you get that?
Well, that was our first agent gave us that name. I didn't realize we'd been named after a dead guy until I read the history books.
The agent just named you?
Yeah, he counted the different name every week. We used to be called something different every week because we were so bad. We were so bad, no one would rebook us unless we changed our name and pretended to be somebody different every week. And so Jethro Tull was the name we were stuck with when we got a residency at the famous Marquee Club in London.
Wow.
And he was an 18th century...
agriculturalist who invented the seed drill.
Oh, how
I can see how that has meaning.
Absolutely.
What were some of your other names?
Ian Henderson's Bag of Blues, Navy Blue, John Evan Band, the John Evan Smash. Well, we had a list of them.
Really?
None of them particularly
Who was John Evan?
Even worse than Jethro Tull.
Was John Evan a person?
He was, yeah. He still is. But he's no longer in the band.
Oh, well,
but
that's why you did away with that.
He was a person while we still liked him.
If I ask you to play something, do you mind if I sing along?
No. we will cue you for the one you can sing along.
Okay. Yeah. Go right ahead, play us
right after the show. So, well, there's a piece called Beret, which is actually a piece by J.S. Bach originally, and we sort of spoofed it up a little bit and made it into a piece of dreadful cocktail lounge jazz. This is a little snippet here.
See the white rabbit?
I see it!
We'll be right back with more music from Jethro Tull.